I've got games, so many games, I don't know what to do with all these games. And if you just want to chat, let's talk in bits and bytes, cause I'm down like that. When I'm at the Goodwills or when I'm checking Craigslist, all I'm thinking about is my NES. It's just something to do, it's like the passing of time. Without further ado, let's end this rhyme.
Hey everybody, it's me, Justin, aka Goodwill Hunter, and I'm back with another pickups in my newly restructured format. Let's see how it works. I actually spent all of yesterday rearranging the room. I'm trying to get away from all the clutter that I usually have in here, because it also has to double as a spare bedroom. So I'll do a quick, probably at the end of the video, I'll put in some footage of just some more of the changes that I did with all the shelving that I put in. But hopefully this works. I've kind of left this area vacant, so maybe I can, while I'm talking, some people are more visual than audio impaired, and maybe I'll just put some game footage of just random stuff. But anywho, yeah, this is a pickups video for last week and a couple weeks prior. I haven't made a video for it yet, only because I didn't have, I like to make a video of actually having stuff, and I had to kind of do some videos prior to that because it was kind of overshadowing what I really wanted to highlight in the pickups. But we can go ahead and do the games that I picked up a couple weeks prior. I got some from GameStop was doing buy two get one free, and it's kind of weird because around here some of them don't. Some of the smaller GameStops, they don't participate in the buy two get one free. So if I'm just out by the Mall of Georgia, and I happen to be around the GameStop, I'll stop in, and usually it's buy two get one free, and they have a really big selection, and I usually pick up cheap games. The other games that I picked up were from a trip to the video game trader, and let's jump right in. So I went to GameStop. They of course doing the buy two get one free, and I picked up 3 games. They're all for the PlayStation 3, and I was kind of excited to get one of them I had been looking for, and I just was kind of trying to find it for under $10. So the first game I picked up was Kane & Lynch, Dead Men. Now I had this game originally, and it got lost somehow in the move from Hawaii back to Connecticut. So I don't know what happened. It's kind of a little beat up, but it was only like $5. And I actually kind of enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy the multiplayer. If you've ever played this multiplayer, it you have the option of like screwing over your teammates and trying to, just take all the money from when you do like a bank heist. You have the option of murdering all your teammates to get more money. And it was kind of fun, but just never took off. So I'm glad that I have that. And they also had the second one, Kane & Lynch, Dog Days. So, haven't played it. I'm not really sure exactly what the reviews were. I don't think that it was the greatest received game, but it's by Square Enix and Eidos, and I'll give it a shot. The same, I guess, can be said for Deus Ex. Square Enix again. I think Eidos made it. But kind of in the same vein of kind of games. Obviously, you're trying to pick up, I think, maybe sometime after the fall of the last game. So, and the last game I picked up that I was really excited to get, actually, and we'll have to sit down and play it. A lot of people that I know that have played it love it, and I hear it's not too long, but it's definitely faithful to the name and to the franchise, and that is Ghostbusters. So really excited to play this. I had it for the Wii, but obviously the Ghostbusters game for the Wii was completely cartoony I think it follows the same story, but it doesn't look anywhere near as, you know, the realness, the realness of Ghostbusters, if that even makes sense. So I'm not sure if it's got everything. I guess it just has the, you know, Ghostbusters on Blu-ray. Actually, I just picked up the Ghostbusters DVD, so I sat down and watched that because, I mean, it's Ghostbusters. So, excited to play that. And then the next games I picked up were from the Video Game Trader. Now, I went up there to get, I had ordered a tool to open up the two, actually, you know, now that I think about this, I'm going to have to edit this because I have to go get something out of the closet, actually two things out of the closet that I completely forgot that I definitely have to do a video on, so. Okay, so I'm back. Now, just thinking about what I just said, I went up to the Video Game Trader to pick up a tool, a bit, that I had him specifically order for the Virtual Boy. Because I have two Virtual Boys that the eye shutters, the left on one and then the right on the other. There's a problem with the glue they use, and the glue they used over time, it tends to wear down and starts to separate the ribbon from the shutter from the board. So I need to open them up because there's a way to fix that to get them so they actually connect and actually you get away from having these horizontal or vertical lines. Because, you know, I'd like to have at least two that are complete, and the other two I'd like to fix so I can sell and kind of make some of my money back for these two things that I accidentally bid on, if you remember a couple videos ago. I went on eBay and I bid on two items. Both offers were accepted. Both items are technically the same thing but in different condition. But they're both for the Virtual Boy. And what's better than having one? Having two. Yes, two travel cases. Now, for those of you who don't know, this was a Blockbuster exclusive for the Virtual Boy. It was a way for you to have your Virtual Boy in a nice little foamy case, heavy duty. This is the one that I got for, I think I got this one for $50. As you can see, the foam is not in the greatest condition. And I was going to see if I can try to fix it. But yeah, I think I'll probably just sell it as is with the Virtual Boy, complete, you know, with a game, all the hookups. Totally works. You know, I'm sure someone will buy it. I mean, it's kind of cool just to have it complete, you know, in this thing. But the second one, I'm definitely going to keep this one now because this one is in far better condition. I'm a little pissed at myself though. When I opened it with a knife and went all the way down and right across it with a knife. But it's only in a, you know, it's a plastic covered label, so whatever. I could just say it was worn that way. This one is in excellent condition. The foam is nice, new, crisp, not worn like the other one. And again, this one's all complete, has everything. And yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. Now I paid about, what did I offer the guy? I think I offered him $60. Immediately rejected. I offered him $70. Immediately rejected. $80. Immediately rejected. And then I had one final time. I offered the guy $90, and he accepted it. So, yeah. But, of course, I had the other one. So now I have two of them, and I have to get rid of one. Now, to go back to the tool that I had gone up to the Video Game Trader to get, I got it, and it's a little bit longer because you need a long bit to get into the Virtual Boy. It's just the regular game bits get stuck. So he said this was from wherever he gets parts, and then I tried it. Does not work. It still gets stuck because it's too wide. And the second thing is, it doesn't even fit the screws that are in the Virtual Boy. So I don't know what he was looking at. So pretty much what you have to do is you have to get a regular like Sega game bit, and you have to Dremel down the sides and then cut a notch in the back of it so you can insert a flathead screwdriver, and that usually is what people use to open these things. So it looks like I either have to do that or just sell both of them as parts and see if anyone wants to buy them. But while I was up there, I did rummage through the $1 game bin, and I found 3 Nintendo games. And I did not own them, and they were in kind of really bad condition, but I was able to, magic eraser and some rubbing alcohol. I was able to get them nice and clean. First one I picked up was Codename Viper. I was pretty sure I had this, but I guess I didn't. So I got this for $1. And yeah, aside from a little bit of the label, awesome. And if you've never played it, it kind of plays like Rolling Thunder or the first Shinobi, where it's kind of side-scrolling and you can jump really high on it's either a one or a two-story kind of plane, and you have to save hostages. But in this one, it's like 2 hits and you die. So, second one I picked up was The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Now, I actually like this game. I think I played the hell out of this for some reason. I don't know if someone I knew had it, but I remember playing this a lot. A lot of people didn't like it. Whatever. I enjoyed it, and it was only $1. And yeah, I'm actually looking forward to playing it through it again. There's one boss, the giant squid that you fight, which obviously does not happen in Tom Sawyer. I don't know why they took that. I just don't get it. And the last one I picked up was Airwolf. Now, I love this TV show that used to play. It was like 7 o'clock on TV. It was this badass helicopter and these 2 guys. One guy, he was the pilot. I can't remember what else he was in. I'm trying to think. But I'll have to obviously insert something that he was in. But yeah, it was a rogue helicopter that at the end of the show we usually fire missiles and blow stuff up. And it was kind of the running gag is that when, obviously those missiles came out, you're in some trouble. But the final thing that I picked up, I was not expecting to pick this up. Now, I guess I must have played into the hype, and I decided that if I didn't get it now, it was probably going to be a while until I got it, and I was kind of stupid in getting it. I could have waited and probably have gotten the one that I wanted, but whatever. The one that I wanted, it's really not much different. It has a couple other bells and whistles, but I went out and I purchased the Wii U. Got the white ones, the basic ones, the 8 gig model. Does not come with the charging station, does not come with 32 gigs of internal memory, and does not come with Nintendo Land, and it's white. But aside from the internal memory, I could give 2 shits about Nintendo Land, and I don't really care for the docking station. That's fine, whatever. Yeah, the first thing you have to do when you set this thing up is it has to do a system update, and the system update, I think, takes about half of the internal 8 gigs, so now you're left with around 4 gigs, but that's fine. You can hook up an external hard drive to use as storage. So, yeah, so I went to Walmart and I was looking for the black ones, obviously, the deluxe version, because it's only $50 more and yeah, whatever. They said they had it online, but when I got there, they did not have any of the black ones. It's because everyone's buying those and trying to sell them on freaking Craigslist, and they started off at $600, and I'm happy now that the guys that still have them, they're only now trying to offer like 20, 30 bucks more than what they retailed for the deluxe versions. So it's good to know that the supply is out there and that they're getting screwed. So, but I did pick up 2 games too. I picked up 2 launch games. Obviously, I had to get the new Super Mario Brothers Wii U, and yeah, I mean, if you've played any of the new Super Mario Brothers, either on the 3DS, the Wii, they play relatively the same. I mean, it's just HD graphics, levels a little bit different, and now you get to use the Wii U gamepad. So it's kind of showing you what the capabilities and the functionality of the Wii U is. So, had to pick that up. Almost done. I'm at the last level. I'm obviously not going to do a freaking complete the whole thing, you know, because you have to get the 3 golden coins to unlock the special Star Road, and I don't see myself going back and trying to get all that. You know, it's not like it's challenging, but it's just, I don't know if I have the patience. Second one I picked up, I was kind of disappointed in, actually, was Zombie U. Now, this is the game that I was going to pick over New Super Mario Bros. Wii U. Now, this, I think, definitely showcases what the gamepad can do. Obviously, it's a survival horror game, and you use the gamepad as kind of like your inventory, your map, and while everything's happening on the TV screen, you can, you know, switch to the gamepad and access your backpack, but stuff is still happening on the screen, so you are vulnerable to surprise attacks by zombies, and it kind of makes it really frantic. The only thing I did not like now, and you could freaking crucify me for survival horror games, I like Resident Evil games, probably only 4 and 5. I haven't played 6, but I find that they're challenging, but they're not overly challenging. So, yeah, I know it's a survival horror game, and it's supposed to be, you know, do or die, and just conserve ammo, and outsmart the zombies. My only gripe is that, yes, you can die, and it's frustrating when you do die, because now your character that just died now is a zombie. You come back as another character, and you can encounter your previous self with the backpack that has all your shit in it. My problem is that they send you back with a handgun with 6 bullets and a cricket bat. Usually when you die, it's not just one zombie that killed you. It's usually 3 or 4. So to try to get your shit back from 3 or 4 zombies with 6 bullets and a cricket bat, I can't tell you how many times I've died. Now, I don't know, because I get so frustrated I don't even freaking play it anymore. I don't know that if you die the first time and then come back and try to get your previous self, which has all your shit, if that person dies, if now when you come back and kill your previous self, you only get the 6 bullets and the cricket bat, which would suck, because now all that ammo, life packets, and explosives, those are all gone. I know you have the option in your home base, you can store stuff, which I have done, so that if you do die, you just go back to your little storage unit and open it up, and you know, you pull out some more bullets. So yes, it's a lot of balancing. I will have to give it an honest to God, balls to the wall, pretty much try. I just get so frustrated though. All that work, you know, an hour, 2 hours, and then you die, and then you try to go back, and in a matter of 5 minutes, that person's dead. So that's my little rant on Zombie U. I was actually even debating, I know, going to GameStop and trading it in to try to get $30 store credit to get a different game, but I don't know if I can do that. I'm tempted, but it is also almost Christmas, and if I just wait, I'll probably get whatever I wanted anyways. So anywho, let's take a look at the room that I just did. Alright, well, first off, I moved the bookcase. It used to be over there, and now it's over here. It's pretty much set up the same way. You know, all that up there. There's Cloud. Super Nintendo games, you know, PlayStation, Neo Geo, Dreamcast, I want to shout for the Hadouken, TurboGrafx, Xbox, blah, 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 blah. I moved my strategy guides over here. I had to double up on some Master System games. And below that is, again, the Universal game cases, a couple of extra systems, comics, and then it kind of condensed the TV area. Again, it's probably still just a bunch of freaking cables. I'm sure Bob's probably clawing the walls. There's the Famicom. That's all still the same. It's Che. Some stuff that I'm trying to get rid of, sell, whatever. Some one Lucky Monkey. But yeah, so I put these 3 long shelves, they're 8 feet across, and you know, I had to put like ends. I don't have any bookends. I had to put games so they wouldn't fall down. But again, you know, kind of tried to keep them all in the same category, but of course, while I was putting it all together, I kept finding pockets of games, and, you know, put up a Super Nintendo little case that I had, and some games. You know, I had to throw PlayStation 3 games because I didn't put them together correctly. Super Scope. Okay. But then I also put in these. I put in 4 smaller shelves, and I put the Call of Duty Black Ops poster that was on the window. And I cut a little notch so I could run the cable into the closet. But yeah, it was all just Nintendo games, you know, of course. They're just on themselves. But that's fine. The boxed ones, some boxed. And the 3DO games I just picked up. And those 2 Virtual Boys that I need to fix. Oink oink. And then just in here, you know, this is where my other Nintendo games are. The computer that I don't use to do editing. Some random stuff. This is a Wii that has the custom firmware on it. The CD drive does not work, but it still works. It still plays. Again, that's the television, and some boxes full of Game Boy games. And then my DVDs, Universal game cases, and then just a shitload of boxes. My wife's been giving me some gripes about not having any room in here to put any of the stuff, and yeah, so I moved, you know, all my Nintendo 64 games, leftover Genesis games, more Nintendo 64. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm still waiting on one more thing, actually 2 more things to come in. They're coming in from Japan, so obviously they're going to take some time, but in the meantime, I'll probably do another couple of videos. I like to do some Let's Plays. I know not too many people like those, and I sometimes can't sit down and watch, you know, half an hour of someone just playing a game. So I might just do kind of a long play and just break it up into some good parts. But anyways, like it, subscribe, leave your comments, let me know. Do you guys like what I've done with the room? Areas I can improve on? But stay tuned.